preseason game, 114-105 to the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is a game that Vooch had another quiet 21-10 night. On top of that, Ayo Dosunmu stepping into that starting lineup for Zach LaVine, who missed this game. He goes for 15 points in this game. We're going to talk about it, break it all down and more. But you know what we got to do first? We got to play that intro.
You are now tuned in to Chicago Bulls Central, your number one place for all Chicago Bulls news and content.
What's going on, Bulls fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bulls related. I'm Haize. More importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Bulls Central Pod on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into the content for today. And breaking down this Bulls post-game show. Preseason finale loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Bulls were out without Zach LaVine, Andre Drummond in this game. The starters, except for Ayo, who, technically isn't a starter but did start this game, play over 30 minutes in this game. This is a game that we saw the Bulls also take 36 three-pointers. They make 11 of those for 30% from the field. Chicago Bulls also going 43% from the field overall. They got the turnovers down as well. 25 assists on 35 made baskets, 14 turnovers in this game. We talked about before how the Bulls were basically averaging almost 20 turnovers per game, so we got to see that come down some as well. 20 fouls from the Chicago Bulls after having a 26-foul night the other night. So, some signs for encouragement going in the right way that way. But the defense today, you guys let me know how you feel about the defense, specifically when those starters were in there. But the Minnesota Timberwolves shoot the ball 50% overall from the field, almost 40% from three-point range as well. They took 43 threes in this game. And listen, there were some highlights from it. Julian Phillips had a couple of highlights. He had a highlight reel dunk, a highlight reel block, which he pinned against that, which I don't think counted as a block because I think there was like a foul call or something on that one. But other than that, pretty solid night from those guys. We got Steve-O coming in the building. Who invited you?
Myself, goddammit.
Oh, well, this is what we're going to do then. Go home then, my nigga. No, I'm just playing. What up, Steve-O? How you feeling about this game?
How you forget you said you wanted to do this again?
I know, bro. I'm just talking shit to you. I got to fuck with you.
First of all, he gets another quick, quiet 20-10, which
quiet, bro. It's
proves it just keep proving our point that he's a top 10 center. So everybody that say he's not a top 10 center, stop talking. Just get that out of the way. I'm gonna get straight to it. Dalen Terry, ain't no way in hell Julian Phillips should look this much better than you off a rip. You about to go to this G League, and I don't know what you can do there. I don't know if it's gonna take a dribble too much. I don't know what it's gonna take. But you need to do something. Lob mob, you talking about trade Dalen, trade him for what? A bag of Lay's chips?
Yeah, anybody go I hate it when people say that too, like trade somebody who's not playing. Everybody, well, that easy.
Everybody ain't up to value of trades. They're just not. So trading cut is probably the conversation we're close to when it comes to Dalen.
Well, he's still got 2 guaranteed years left, so I doubt.
No, I'm just saying if we talking about get rid of him, yeah.
To me, but you say that there's no way Julian Phillips should be. Well, technically, Julian Phillips was like a top 10 recruit coming out of high school. They ruined his shot, so I'm really not surprised that. My bad, Bobby. I'm not surprised that Julian Phillips looks this much ahead of Dalen Terry because. Hey, Julian Phillips is one of the top recruits in this class coming into college. They ruined his shot, right? And so he's getting that shot back to what his high school shot was. And the energy, the athleticism, the focus, like the fact of the matter is that if you look at Julian Phillips and you look at Dalen Terry, one of these guys look like somebody who's ready for NBA basketball in a small role, and another guy looks like it's concerning. It's definitely concerning.
But I'm saying it's leaps and bounds, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's night and day.
Yeah, it's disappointing, bro.
Yeah.
This, I think, man, last year, we if we're gonna watch the Bulls, put Dalen Terry in.
Yeah.
Man, if we're gonna watch the Bulls while they losing to the T-Wolves, put Dalen Terry in. Man, where's Dalen Terry? Oh, he went back to the G League. Man, why he ain't getting no minutes? Now, all that fire that we in the caller for him is fizzling out. It's sad, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's not over. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah,
It's
not
not
over.
over. Still young guy. You could definitely turn it around. But to watch Julian Phillips come in and have an impact with those minutes in the fourth quarter, to see him do what he do, it looked a bit different. And Dalen Terry, he had like 2 or 3 opportunities at the basket to go ahead and make a play, get the ball in the basket, and they was just bad layups. Bad.
Out of control.
That too.
Yeah, it's crazy when the highlight from Dalen Terry's whole preseason was that alley oop to Julian Phillips today. That's
Like,
crazy.
bro, I'm not confident that he can't just. The last point Julian Phillips got was just take it. He took one dribble and it dunked it. I don't even know if Taylor could do that because every time he just goes to the lane, it just looked like a loose cannon and he just throws the ball up. Like it's another thing. Like it's another thing when you're leaps and bounds and people are better than you. Like I understand the topic of saying like he was a top 10 recruit, but like this mother looked like he shouldn't have been recruited at all. Like, bro, like he looked like he need to go back to high school, learn some fundamentals. Like, dude just don't look like I don't even see and maybe it's a confidence thing because maybe his confidence starting to take a turn for the worse because he just don't even seem like usually we'll see like a cross court pass or a transitional pass. People like, all right, that's the Dalen I want. We don't even see that no more. Like we said, we saw the lob, but that's about it.
Yeah. What's going on, Dub? How you feeling,
What's
bro?
up? What up, Drip? I'm feeling good, man. Y'all in here talking about Dalen, man. It's so sad, man. I just know it. But you know what, man? You know what really is? Forget him. It's on him to improve his game. He has not got better. But you don't want to know why I said that? Julian Phillips got an elite talent, athleticism.
Oh,
It is
yeah.
off
His
the
athleticism's
charts,
out the charts.
bro. Billy Donovan, this is going to be your business to get this kid some time on this court because this kid is going to make a difference for sure. This kid already know how to play basketball.
Well, the thing is that Julian Phillips has the type of game that it seems like, right? It's been preseason, so I want to definitely throw that caveat out there. But what do we always talk about? Like, go out there and find a way to impact the game. He comes in there like a Derrick Jones Jr. He's always doing something, whether it's the defense, whether it's the passing, making open shots, the highlight reel dunks. And when you're a young player trying to carve out your role on a team that just needs energy coming off the bench, right? What we talked about that Bobby already said that last year was so much. We need a little bit of energy. Why don't we put Dalen in? We see why now. But Julian, you look at a player like, hey, I'm not sure he's going to get 10, 12 minutes per night every single night. But when there are times that the Bulls just need a spark plug off the bench, give somebody some rest, get out in transition, I honestly would love to see more Dalen and Io minutes together because I tell you what, that's another guy we got to talk about in this before we end this post-game show. Io, I came into this preseason really doubtful of how Io was going to carve out a role. I thought he was going to get some minutes, but I didn't know. But I tell you what, coming off the bench may be best suited for Io because he's able to come in, guard multiple positions, get down court. Like, he just seems like Io has taken the fact that he's lost that starting point guard role and understood now, like, all right, bet. I don't have to worry about being a point guard anymore. I just got to go out there and work. And Io's had some really good preseason moments so far for the Bulls.
Man, doesn't it seem like Ayo Dosunmu, like the game is slowed down for him? And of course, he made a couple bonehead turnovers, but everybody makes turnovers. But he looks very confident in everything he does on the court, bro. Ayo Dosunmu, I don't even want to sell him short like we got rookie Ayo back. This is a mature Ayo Dosunmu, or he's maturing. So I'm excited to see Ayo this season, bro. I'm excited.
Yeah, to me, like it looked like he really self-analyzed himself. Like, dang, I really had a down year last year, and most of his opportunities was just not taking the shot. And every time he get ready to shoot, he's gonna pull it. And 9 times out of 10, this preseason, he's been making it. So that's one thing I've noticed that he's taken time and really worked on his game, his shot. Even the layups. One thing we kept on talking about him last year was blowing layups. He's going to the rim with command, and he's making those layups. Plus, like somebody just said in the comments, he got stronger. So he's been working on his body, working on his game, and that's signs that shows me that he's realizing, like you said, the opportunity that he did lose, and he's not trying to lose his whole thing. So he's trying to gain a career out of this. So he realized what he needed to do, and he probably looked at what Kobe White did. So just like Kobe
I
White
agree.
almost resurrected, looking like he resurrected his career, he could do the same thing.
Facts.
I agree, man. I look at Ayo Dosunmu as somebody, man. When you go out there and you do what you got to do, just and Haize, you brought it up. When these guys go out there and these limited minutes or maybe some extended minutes, you got to go out there and have some plays that the coach be like, "All right, hey, bet that was a nice play." You know what I'm saying? You can't go out there and you can't leave a layup on there when the coach feel like you should have did that, or go ahead and miss an assignment when the coach is feeling like you should have been in that place because everything was set up for you. So, and Ayo Dosunmu has done everything he needed to do this preseason, regardless of the record. We're not gonna overreact to the record because the real games start next week. We're gonna judge the team off the regular season games. Just letting that be known for the ones that got a little doubt because they was 1-4 in the preseason. Come on, y'all.
Ayo Dosunmu over the preseason averaged right under 10 points per game. 10, 4, and 3 is what
That's
Ayo
great.
averaged coming off the bench. Listen, as a bench player, you can't really ask for more in the role that he is. Like, keep in mind, it's not like he's featured off the bench where the offense is going through him or anything. But if you can tell me that you can carve out a role for yourself where you're getting almost 10 points per game off the bench with 3 rebounds and 3 assists, I'll take that all day long from somebody who's coming in, playing on the wing, the small forward, and he's played some shooting guard. He hasn't really played very much point guard at all because he's always been out there with either Javon Carter or Kobe White. So shout out to Ayo on what he's been able to do this preseason, man.
Hey man, what I love most about Ayo, he ain't thinking about it at all. He just going. Yeah. He just going. He attacking. He see some daylight in the open court. He going. Ayo, he still got a bright future. He still can become a better player in the future in this league. But yeah, what you say his total was close to 10 points. That is exactly what this team need coming off the bench, especially with that second unit we're going to see coming out as the second unit for the Bulls this regular season. So I'm glad. I appreciate Ayo for working on this game, bro. I appreciate that.
Now, the two players we acquired this offseason, Javon Carter and Torrey Craig, didn't get. I thought that Billy Donovan may look to get some starting minutes in there. Didn't see it. I think the rotation set. What was your opinions on these guys? 5 preseason games in, they played all 5. How you guys feeling about the new acquisitions of Torrey Craig and Javon Carter after the preseason? Bobby, go first.
I was gonna say, man, I think that the signings were good. And it's still to be determined to tell if the signers were great. But I do believe the biggest thing that these guys will bring is experience and toughness. The Bulls were missing some toughness. The Bulls were missing veteran presence on the team. And now these guys come in, Javon Carter, even though I do not believe he's going to be the starter, I still believe he's going to have a huge impact with the second unit because what he can bring. When we seen him, Javon Carter, next to Alex Caruso, we like, man, this can be something. And then I also like that what Billy Donovan is doing, he's putting Javon Carter out there with Kobe White at the same time to where you now allowing Kobe White to be able to operate off ball to that combo guard that a lot of people wanted to place him in this league, and they are excelling thus far. And then Torrey Craig, man, all that energy and that grit, that toughness, it has been on full display. And I believe, like I said early on in the offseason when they got him, it's going to push Patrick Williams, and I hope that Patrick Williams can answer the call. We shall see.
Yeah, Steve-O?
Yeah, everything he just said for the most part. Like, I can't really say too much on it. Like, they did everything we expected them to. Like, of course, one of the main things I think they bring to it, besides the toughness and everything, is if everything goes correctly, teams gonna have to respect our 3 now. A lot of teams last year didn't respect it, and they didn't even challenge us on our 3s. And you're gonna have to do that now because not only can we make threes, we can also make plays within that. If you close out too hard, we can also take it to the hole, which we've seen Torrey Craig do a lot. We see Jovan do it a lot. He did a turnaround spin tonight, and I didn't even know that was part of his package. But it just certain stuff we constantly keep finding new things about this team, and there's so many ways you can be versatile. Now I will say Billy Donovan, I'm gonna get on you tonight because there's no way you should have ran that small lineup as long as you did with Rudy Gobert out there. You know better than that, but it's you at the end of the day. But like I said, even though that lineup can work due to certain teams you go up against, but yeah, I just like it could be versatile and if we could just get the career of threes from both of them, our shots can go up. We gotta respect our three more, and the talent around is starting. It's shown life of development from all of these other players as well. So I gotta give them credit to that.
Yeah, facts. Agree with you on that one. Steve-O, you has mentioned it. Vooch with another quiet 20-10 night, right? Like Vooch is a freaking monster, bro. Like I really do think like Vooch seems, at least to me, more poised, more like again, he's coming into his third year being the third option, right? Because he's used to being the first option for the majority of his career. And it seems like he, as long just like we talked about Io really understanding his role, it seems like Vooch, at least in these last two games, is like, hey, no, I know exactly how to go get mine. I ain't got to call for the ball a lot. I'm going to get it. And by the time I get off this court, you're going to feel me. How do you guys feel about the preseason, not only from Vooch, but overall, like we've gotten to see, I think they all played but one of the preseason games. How you guys feel about the core three overall in the preseason they had?
Go ahead, nephew.
Go ahead, Dub. We ain't heard from you.
Right, we ain't heard from you. Go ahead.
When it comes to the big three, I think Zach is terrific. He's been terrific all preseason. I think Vooch has been quiet, but he's been getting quiet 20-10 double-doubles all preseason, which is fantastic. And DeMar, I think he's struggling to find this little niche. He's trying to play a different way with this team. I like the way he's trying to play. Just give him a little time, and it'll get better to me. That's what I see out there.
Yeah, DeMar taking 8 shots in 30 minutes is not something you're going to see a lot of in the regular season. But it seems like DeMar's kind of also another player that's letting the game kind of come to them. But Bobby, how you feeling?
Me, I think the biggest thing is exactly what you ended with, man. Letting the game come to you, because I think it's right now. When you think about it, right now, we already know what the team has accomplished so far, and that's a first round playoff appearance with one game won in that said first round. Now you want to see if these guys can incorporate the younger guys into this and see what they can go ahead and do as a collective. And I respect DeMar for that, because he's attempting more threes. You know what I'm saying? As of late, only in the preseason, we'll see how that translate into the regular season. But I got to give it to the core, man. They are trying to include everyone, no matter who they playing with on the floor, and that's all you can hope for, and hope that the results are greater than what we've seen so far.
Agreed, Steve.
Same. You just call me Steve. That's weird.
Yeah, boy. Steve.
But yeah, that's the main thing. Like I think one of the main thing about the three is everybody been looking pretty much the same. Vooch, I think Vooch came in this month talking about, yeah, I'm not shooting like y'all think y'all is. Like, y'all, I tried it y'all way. I'm not doing it. I'm going. If I feel like shooting, it's gonna be my choice. If I feel like I'm in rhythm, I'm gonna shoot. But when it comes to getting in rhythm, he been all around his area this whole thing. So which I like. Yeah. So, but when it comes to I think somebody said it in the PC chat. It's like he tried to be like San Antonio mixed with Toronto, and I'm just like, nah, that man is being Chicago Bulls. I'm just waiting to see it, because I just know soon as that regular season whistle start, 20 shots going up in the air, we're gonna be like, here we go. But hopefully it is a turnaround, showing that he letting the game come to him. He's starting to shoot that three with a little bit more confidence. So he's definitely been working on that in the off season. But yeah, the court been cool. I just want to see if y'all can take it up a notch.
Yeah, DeMar is 4 for 10 in 4 preseason games. So That's 40%. That's not bad. That's all DeMar has to do. He's made 1 3 each game that he's played in preseason. And that's really the most you're looking for DeMar is just take him, make the defense have to guard you out to the 3-point range, because what we've seen when teams have been successful against DeMar is that they've just packed in the lane because they know he's reluctant to take or make the threes. If you can shoot it solidly, if you can average, which 40% average for the season would be ridiculous for DeMar. I don't think he's had a season where he's got shot over 29% consistently. But he doesn't have to take a huge amount of threes, but just make some. If you make one each game, that's going to change the way defenses have to defend you for sure.
Yeah, I said about 3 to 5 per game. 3 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Keep it simple. It don't gotta be no crazy amount, but do it within the flow of the offense. If that's 3 times or even 2 times, at least you're taking them. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
So
I don't know about 5. I'm gonna be ready to
3
fight.
to 5. I'm just saying. You know what I'm
I ain't gonna
saying?
be out there.
You
You see that man shoot his 4-3. We all gonna be like, bro, if you don't stop, do what you supposed to be doing. Do what you normally do.
I'm with you. I mean, but at the same time, it's gonna be some guys that leave them open. They gonna
if it's open, if it's open, it's cool. But
that's what I'm saying. Don't force it. Just let it all come within the flow of the offense. That's why it's between 3 to 5 for me.
Fair. Like I said, I get scared. I get scared when I see you change your whole shot when you shoot a 3 versus your mid range.
You're right.
Great question here from Sydney. Are you guys confident that they'll play better than what they played in the preseason? How you guys feeling about that?
I feel like they played. Well, from the style standpoint, I feel like they played better than last year's Bulls style. Preseason or not, regular season, end of the season, it was way better. So, we just didn't finish games in this preseason, and mostly because we had y'all young dudes out there, and they don't know how to finish games. So, of course, they're not going to win that much. And then we have everybody else, for the most part, been playing their starters, and we had one out. We had some in, we had some out. We didn't always have them in, so I don't really look at this preseason as like we didn't look that good. We actually looked good for what we was looking for. See, that's the thing. If you're looking at it as in, I want to come out this preseason winning, maybe that's not the way you should look at the preseason. You should be looking at what are we going to look like going into the real season.
Facts.
I think they're going to be good. The Chicago Bulls are going to be good, man, because just because the reasons what Steve-O just said up there, that they played the young guys a lot at the end of the game. So it's not indicative how they're going to play in a real regular season. So I think they will be good. Not 3 to 5 good. That's crazy. 3 to 5 is crazy.
Yeah, I think that these guys are going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? Because we are, just like the other two just mentioned, these guys are moving around a lot more than what we seen in the last year, for sure. And I think that extra offensive activity is going to allow them to go ahead and do what they need to do. And that's just how I'm looking at it. And a lot of the guys that ended games for the Chicago Bulls, they won't be getting minutes like that.
Hell, they won't be on the roster.
I'm about to say, you think we really finna see Bitch at the end of the game?
No, well, he going to the G League anyway.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? So, I think we should be fine, especially with the change of offense and the change of pace, for sure.
I mean, that's the key thing with the Bulls is and I've been saying that as well in my dailies, you got to look at the play style, right? And not necessarily the impact, because, when you finish games with players that are your third string in G League and two-way contract players, that's not really indicative of how it's going to finish in the regular season. But I do think everything that the Bulls players and Billy Donovan talked about at Media Day, we're actually seeing, in the change to their play style. The Raptors game is a little bit concerning because of the way that they play defense. It forced the Bulls to kind of go back more so to last year's Bulls.
I agree with that.
But outside of that game, the changes were evident. You felt them. I said it on today's daily. Billy Donovan's coached a solid preseason as well. He didn't adjust well to the Toronto Raptors yesterday. But I think that it's going to be a season of change. And I think for the ones that are kind of disappointed, the Bulls went 1-4 over the preseason. Just keep in mind, towards the end of those games, it wasn't about wins. It was about getting reps up for the young players. Let's see once the lights are on, and with the Bulls' new added play style. And think about it this, where we're seeing 10 and 15 minutes from players like in this one, that those 8 minutes to Dalen Terry, 8 minutes to Terry Taylor, 6 minutes to Julian Phillips, 7 minutes to Carlik Jones. You're gonna get Alex Caruso, Ayo, some more minutes for Levine and stuff in there. I think we're gonna be all right. It's gonna be a fun season for sure.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah,
because most of them guys you ain't finna see unless they in the G League.
I need
Terry
Carlik.
Taylor.
They don't even need. They need
Garlic.
to cut Carlik today. I'm so he is not an NBA player, bro. Like
Garlic.
I bring Nate Robinson back in for his ass.
Bro. Yeah, well, Nate Robinson a way better player than that kid. What the hell?
I don't even know how old Nate Robinson is right now, but I'd bring 40-year-old Nate Robinson.
I bring his son that's in high school right now before.
Nate Robinson got a son in high school. That's crazy.
You got two.
Ain't no way he got a son in high school.
One finna go to college. He play football.
Wow.
Question for the panel from Vern says, do y'all see a scenario where we could move off DeMar DeRozan?
Yeah.
Bad record, mediocre record heading into the All-Star break.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah. I think that's what it's going to be for DeMar's extension. I think like if the Bulls are above 500 by the All-Star break or towards the end of the season, because they can wait till the end of the season to extend them, you'll see that deal get done. I think the Bulls are just wanting to make sure before they lock themselves in further to this core three. Let's make sure that that the improvements that we think we're going to see, we actually see on the court.
Facts.
Yeah.
Because we definitely got to see it.
Do Garlic make the weekend? Do he make it through the weekend? Garlic Jones. I don't think he make it through.
Bro, I have no idea.
I think he should have I think he should have took the break like the Universal Soul Circus took. Don't come back for a good year.
This
Matter of fact, they need a new trapeze artist. Go see if they need a third up there. Go ahead and see if you can do a couple routines, jump off an elephant back or something.
Frank,
that's like jumping off a skyscraper for his little ass.
Hey, bro, his ankle's gonna be over with after that.
Listen, Carlik Jones, shout out to him. He's gonna be the next G League legend. Shout out to Antonio Blakely 2023. But I'm good on Carlik, bro. I'm good on Carlik, bro. Like
that's crazy. We got two G League demons a part of this organization. That's right,
bro. And ain't did nothing in the NBA.
Dalen gonna go tear the G League up. I'm telling you right now.
Dalen's gonna tear the G League up.
Hell yeah, he tore it up last year.
Listen, people who honestly, Dalen Terry, go look at Dalen Terry's minutes out there with Marko Simonovic. Dalen had Marco looking like the next Shaq, bro.
It was crazy.
I'm about to say Shaq. I'm about to say Marco was the reason why Dalen was looking good. Why she ain't got nobody to go to now? He gonna be like, oh,
he got Sanogo. He'll be all right.
Yeah, he got Sanogo. He got Justin Lewis.
Sanogo gonna get kicked out because he got a crazy elbow problem. He gonna be elbowing motherfuckers. He needs to watch himself.
Listen, the G League, they let shit go in the G League. Motherfuckers catch an elbow to the face and they just be like, hey, all right, come on, let's keep.
Well, I swear they be letting the bus fight like it's high school.
Head is slanted. Somebody came down with an elbow on his head, and his head been slanted since then, bro. Like
that man head is epidectorous, for real.
That's wild, bro. Could you imagine being his barber and he sits down in your chair, like, hey, make sure you get my lining straight. How, motherfucker? Your hair.
You got a heel on your head, bro.
That's
like, how you got cavalry? How you got cavalry on your head?
Yo, bro.
That's wild.
He said
that's
Calvary.
Wild.
Wow.
Any what are your looking at this? And I know we're gonna have an episode Sunday too, where we kind of break down and talk about the things we're most excited for going into the season. But like Kobe, starting point guard, started every game at point guard for the Chicago Bulls. Do you guys feel confident with Kobe being the starting point guard going into the season?
Indubitably,
100% confidence. Yes,
definitely confident. Like I brought it. You know what I'm saying?
Let him know. Let him know, nephew.
Brought it up. We talked about it. It was okay. We said my man deserve another shot, whether he earned it or got it. My guy didn't, so give it to him. And I'm going to say, if he's able to go out there and give you about 12 to 14 points per game, give you solid defense, he might not win it, but he will receive some votes for most improved. Because I think he's going to be consistent, bro. Everything is just a step forward, man. And the Bulls need to forget about Lonzo for now. Get it out y'all heads, man.
For now, no, get it out. Period. Y'all need to.
Hey,
I need to have.
Me personally, I think they still banking on this guy coming through the door.
Yeah.
Well, y'all finna be a debt like a motherfucker if you banking on anything, bro.
I think they are. I think they are. That's
delusion at this point. Don't sit here be delusion.
That's funny. Kobe over this preseason averaging 14 points per game, 4 assists and almost 4 rebounds per game is wild from Kobe White as well.
Let's go.
He's in there finding, and keep in mind, there's a lot of those games we really didn't see him in the second half either. Kobe is the starting point guard, and his defense, that's another thing I don't think that's talked about enough. Kobe and Zach LaVine very engaged defensively this whole entire preseason. It's like Zach said, "Oh, y'all think I can't defend? I got something to show you." Now, let's make sure it keeps that way once the season starts, right? Yes. But Kobe the maturity from Kobe, the confidence from Kobe, it's all just pointing in the direction that this guy is trending upwards, and that leap that we wanted to see, or that step we wanted to see from Patrick Williams, I feel confident to say we're going to see it from Kobe White this season for sure. We'll see what Pat ends up bringing, but Kobe White has done nothing but giving me more reason to be confident in him as a player and where he is. And just his development over the last 2 seasons, both last off seasons, coming in injury-free, really being able to work on his game. And I think that Kobe's showed, like, hey, for those, and it was wild because Bleacher Report had an article just 2 days ago saying that point guard was still the biggest question for the Chicago Bulls. I'm like, have you watched this guy play basketball?
This they haven't, bro. They
ain't watched nothing. Crazy. That's what I said about Dalen Terry. He need to go ahead and see dribble too much too. He still ain't got it together with the handle, man.
Dalen Terry needs Ritalin. That's what it is. He just need. Yeah,
he need Jesus.
He need Ethica. He needs something to slow him down. He need Ethica or something, bro.
That's crazy.
That's wild. He just needs something. I don't know what he need. A shot or something. He needs something.
Seriously, his intention is the right place, but he's just moving too fast, bro. He's just moving way too fast.
Bro, why we gotta describe this bud like he that one girl that just he means no harm. He's in the right place. You just gotta give her a chance. No,
he's the friend you gotta give the warning to the other friend group before y'all go out. Like I just gotta warn y'all.
Yeah,
Dalen's coming tonight. You kind of just gotta Dalen going Dalen, but he means very well. He has great intentions.
Funny.
Are we through with him though? Are we through? I'm not done with him.
It's way too early.
And I'm not
too early to be through with Dalen. Hey, I know, like we. Go ahead, Bob.
No, I was gonna say this is when you want to see Bulls player development. All these guys they didn't sign and told us that they brought on the staff. This is when you need to see them do their damn jobs. Let's get this young guy in a position to where he can contribute.
That's what it is. Like, and Dalen has a nice skill set. Like I said, half court, I don't really trust his passing as much. The transition passing, good. Defense, theoretically, he should be a really good defender at the NBA level. And him getting out in transition himself, being able to finish around the rim, things like that. His shot, the releases got quicker, but it still ain't going in at no more frequency. He needs reps at that. And this is going to be another season where I won't be surprised if as the G League season goes on, we're talking about a Dalen who goes from like taking 8 shots per game to 10 shots per game to 15 shots per game. And he needs that level of progression month after month because he just needs to get those reps in, and he needs to be able to calm down. He needs to be able to let the game slow down to him. He's not like Dalen is just moving off nothing but instinct, ignorance, and will out there. There's no basketball IQ happening when Dalen Terry's on the court yet, and that's where you need to get him to.
He just that one kid that get the ball and just take off. You just gotta pray.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, bro, he just need what Uncle Elroy and Craig had. He'd be cool. And be all right.
Facts.
Yeah, they need to let him chill. Like hire Snoop Dogg to roll with Dalen for the rest of the season.
He might be too slow.
Oh yeah,
he might turn into slow mo.
They be like
slow mo.
What's wrong with Dalen? Exactly. What's wrong with Dalen?
He might need to be play like that for sure. He need to play like that, bro.
He can't play too slow. He ain't got
he can't play fast though, Steve. He can't play fast.
We was saying the same thing to Kobe.
I don't think Kobe ever played
Kobe
with
was
speed.
reckless. Kobe was reckless.
He
Kobe
was
used to
reckless,
go
but
up
he
there.
was,
I don't think he was.
He wasn't
I
that
mean, I get what
reckless,
you're
but he was
saying.
reckless.
Yeah.
He wasn't
You
that
think he
reckless.
was-
He was reckless.
you think he
Speaking of,
his skill was speed?
Melvin in here says Acme had one job to get a power forward, big or a shooter, and wanted another 6'5", 6'6" forward who can't shoot in Dalen Terry. The pick was super random. I don't think the pick was as random when you look at like just what AK likes to draft. I will say this is always going to be the sticking point that Walker Kessler was right there.
Right there.
Right
Right there.
Just need
there.
to stop.
We just talked about
Stop with this project shit. You ain't figured out the project yet. You still ain't figured. That's my thing. It was random because you didn't figure out the first project. We still trying to unlock one project. Don't sit there and get another one.
Patrick Williams.
That is so. We got a whole bunch of projects. That is crazy, bro. Ayo, you could have called Ayo a project last year because he regressed.
Ayo was a project when he first got drafted too. The thing is that Ayo came in defensively and was just a monster. And then Lonzo and stuff went down and thrust him into a role. But like, yeah, I mean, when you look at AK's picks, Patrick project, Dalen project, Julian Phillips project.
Yeah. Is Simonovic his too?
Marco,
Simonovic is gone.
That's just.
But was he his? That
unfinished.
Yes.
I mean, yeah,
definitely
clearly
is.
a project
Unfinished.
that we looked at. And, Marco Simonovic was that gift. You know, how, like every once in a while, your kid like they wake up and they're like, you know what? I want to be the best drummer in the world. You buy them a drum set and they play with it once, and you gotta throw it away. They never touch it again.
Yeah.
That was Marco Simonovic.
Sheesh.
Like he just
the directions was too hard, gang.
Bro, like literally, it was like, you know what?
You
I thought that's what I wanted, and then I sat down and realized, oh, I gotta actually learn some shit here. Oh no, let's go ahead and get rid of that.
So basically, we get that Amazon package that says straight Chinese.
Oh, bro.
Hey, Justin Lewis, another
Marco
project
Simonovic,
too.
bro.
Don't forget about Justin Lewis.
They're right.
But
what? Justin Lewis.
Yeah,
No
but
project.
Justin Lewis and Adamas Sinago, they're both projects, but they're undrafted rookies. So I don't necessarily, he went after some talent there that maybe you can cultivate. But I mean, listen, I don't know, bro. Like Marco Simonovic, how do you come in for 2 years from the NBA and all you got to show for it is a bunch of nuts in your face and $2 million? Like that's crazy, bro.
Because
was he even here long enough to learn English well
I don't
enough?
even know.
Like, do we know?
he was definitely learn English. Bro, we don't even know what he sound like.
He know how to say, "Please pass me the ball." He know how to say that.
No, he
say, "Oh shit! Oh no, nuts in my face." That's what he learned to do.
I know he know one phrase. Put me in. Put me in, Billy.
That's hilarious.
I am not your son.
I would say that Julian Phillips is the most ahead when he got drafted. Though he looks a little more advanced than all the rest. Is that fair or no?
No, absolutely. I'll tell you what. I'm not saying this year, and I know people are going to take this and run with it in the comment section. About to go crazy. I'm not saying this year. I'm not saying that at all. But I am saying this: if Patrick Williams is going to get his second contract, and he absolutely should. But at this point, I will not be surprised at all if Julian Phillips ends up a better overall player than Patrick Williams. And I'm saying what I got to say.
I love it, and I ain't finna dismiss it. I ain't finna say I'm dismissing it. I agree. I'm not dismissing that at all.
I'm not. To be honest with you, I'm not even mad at it because when we first seen Patrick Williams, we was like, okay, cool. This is who the Bulls selected. We seen Julian Phillips. We're like, get this young boy some minutes. What you mean? Give him some minutes. He can jump out the gym. He's shooting threes at the same time. We saying, hey, this the perfect replacement for DJJ. Go ahead and get a young buck something. I ain't mad at it. I ain't
even
mad
more
at
than
talent.
that though. Like to me, when you look at Julian Phillips and the energy he plays with, how he can go out there and get dunks, how he gets in transition, how he blocks shots. He's a 19-year-old, 6'9" Javonte Green.
Bro,
yes,
you right.
That's a good point.
So,
that's a good point.
Right on the head.
Man, if Javonte Green could be 6'9",
he was 6'9", Patrick Williams would have never got his starting spot back and stayed healthy.
No
would
way.
have never got it back.
Yeah, we would have
been
signed
traded
him
already.
Yeah,
So
so
Oh my God, that's a great one. He is a 6'9"
Shout out the drip.
bro. Yes.
Shout out the drip. I'm with you.
So
He do need to
just
add him
be on
some
the lookout
muscle.
for that, man.
He definitely needs to eat some
for sure.
hamburgers
For
for
sure.
sure. He needs some hamburgers
For sure. And the thing is that I think like these young players, they come in, he's gonna bulk up some. I mean, even if you look like Patrick Williams came in almost with a damn near NBA body, and you look at the way he's bulked up. Look at all these players; they typically do that. Him, you know, the nutrition, the physical part of it, he's gonna play a lot down in the G League over the course of the season. But if Julian Phillips, even if he loses a little bit of his athleticism, adding some lean muscle in, he got athleticism out the wazoo. Like I'm telling y'all, watch out. I'm not saying for 100% sure, but I'm just saying at this point, I will not be surprised if in 2 years we're actually talking about Julian Phillips being a better overall player than Patrick Williams. And it's just the mentality. You can't teach me how many. You can't teach mentality as much as people talking about like it's my job to get this out of P. Will. You don't have to worry about that. You gotta train Julian Phillips to refine his game a little bit. But he's coming in. He's already shown that he has no reluctance to shoot when he's open. Right? He's not going to do that. Yep. He's gotten better every single preseason game, every single minute he's played so far. And had Julian Phillips not went to his collegiate team and they hadn't tweaked his shot, everybody said that Julian Phillips would have been a lottery pick. He was a top 10 recruit coming out of high school. Yes. The potential there is crazy. And as of right now, from what I've seen personally, Julian Phillips has that dog in him, and he has a something that I would bet on him maximizing his potential more than almost any other young Bulls player, for sure.
And that's a great point. And I would like, on a lighter side, to look at his demeanor. Even when he went up and touched the top of the square and hit his head on the backboard, the whole bench was all hyped. He didn't even make a facial expression. I'm like, oh, I like this kid. This kid right here, he's a player right here.
Facts.
He wasn't excited. He wasn't sad. He showed nothing. I was like, oh, yes, that kid can play ball right there.
Yeah, that's why he did himself a disservice going to a football school.
Tennessee is a basketball school. Tennessee is a basketball school.
For women, not for men.
Oh,
Tennessee
Bro, think about it. Think about it. Okay. Let's do this real quick. Okay, Patrick Williams, what school he go to? A football school.
Florida State.
Wow. Read this comment from Melvin. Dalen Terry looks like that one annoying little kid who used to flip their eyelids inside out. Taps person says, hey, look what I can do.
Get on my nerves, man.
Get
on my damn
Look at that. Oh, bro.
Bruh.
But he definitely that kid that his mama told to sit your ass down 10 times a day. But sit your annoying ass down. Shit.
That's funny.
Hell damn.
That's funny.
He looked like he was just that one kid you always seen running. No matter what, he was running.
Hey man, I'm still rooting for Dalen though, man. We ain't
sure.
got no time for it though, man. Not this season.
You just need some
I think
K2.
it's a lot on the line on this season. We can't play with him this season, bro.
Yeah, Dalen gotta get himself together, man. Any last thoughts though before we end it? I gotta get ready to go do Locked On Bulls, fellas.
Yoga for Dalen.
Hey man, let's get ready, man. Get ready. Season coming.
Yeah.
Steve-O said yoga. I said tell that boy to go do some Pilates and meditate.
That's funny.
Appreciate you, Haize. Thanks for having us on, my guy. Shout out to the chat.
Bro. Hey, shout out to my man almost on 15K, man. I just looked at the total.
Yeah, time about.
Damn, you killing me.
If you ain't sharing,
let us borrow some of them subs, bro. Loan us some subs. The hell is you talking about?
Y'all make sure y'all go and follow the Cognac Boys, man. The Shot Bulls podcast with the Cognac Boys. Y'all can follow Steve-O Speaks on everything. You guys can follow me at CEO Haize. I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another post-game show. And the lights are on. We start the regular season on Wednesday. It's going to be a fun season, man. Y'all make sure y'all turn up for all of that. But yeah, we'll see you guys then, man. Go Bulls, see red, all that good shit.